field position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooners offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons. We've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Sooners headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Sooners are flying down the field.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Dropping back, it's Emmanuel. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. From the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Ducks offense will go to work for the first time today. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a...
There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move, it's Jamison. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. On the run, fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football, he was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides to back and leaves it. It's a six. Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And the point after is good. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Back to throw. It's Emmanuel. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, he's got some space. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. And the Sooners, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Just a short pass to the tight end. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to throw, it's Emmanuel. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. They'll leave it with him. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Go to the end zone. It's picked off. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
Hand off from the gun. Finds room at the 10. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another 1st down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good.
Turns on the Jets. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. The hand to the running back. Gets it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Scanning the field, it's Emmanuel. Flips it out on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something.
Turning it on! They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. When you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown, DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He wants to throw it again. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. But you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Sooners! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Clock now inside 4 minutes as we're getting later in the first half. He wants to change this route. Rushes on him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Blasted as he lets it go. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. To the air. It's Emmanuel. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Sooners will call on their punt team. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Using his legs, it's Jamison. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 48. They pick up a 10 on the play.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. He's got it on the right. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
Oh, he's got a chance. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Slings it. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man quickly. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Back to pass, it's Emmanuel. Using the quick game. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
On third down, he drops to throw. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Jamison. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Finds his man. It's Jamison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Ooh, that's a nice throw. Great accuracy there. And you think about Oregon quarterbacks, I know we think about guys running around a little bit, but think back to guys like Dan Fouts, A.J. Feely. How about that name? Joey Harrington, of course, Justin Herbert. These guys could thread the needle from the pocket, make all the throws. This guy here reminds me a little bit of them.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quick strike complete. No, he got loose. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be...
Looking deep down the right side. Snags it inside the 20. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They just keep firing. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target, then make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A quick pass on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All by himself down the middle. And just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. They go to the ground. Powers through the defender. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Ducks are on the move. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gets it to the back. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air, it's Emmanuel. They're working that left side. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. The Ducks Bucs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Makes the grab on the back. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. Learn a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this QB has been on top of it. He's made good reads. You could tell, taking care of the football, put up a lot of yards. He's over 350 on the day now.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Emmanuel. A shot toward the end zone, and they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And then we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play. And, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early.